switching the pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are young and honest. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules. Boo, 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 boo. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. As we are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This is Smith. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run. One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is met at the scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We've caught a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready,
3rd and 12.
go.
He'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's 2nd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Aaron Siposs on to punt for Philadelphia. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Oh, right on the heels of the pick-6, another ball intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-zip.
14, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the first down. Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. The 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked.
Hey, check that, street.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Seahawks at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. An out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ready, set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
Cup 19.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run going his way into the end zone.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Tempo. Ready.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He's got it to the 43 here. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They go play action with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now we got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
79 Broncos. Go.
2nd and 1. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not saying 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
19 Lions. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hey, 73, hey.
Hand off now to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On the give, here's Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
73. Crowd love Yanni.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. We crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier. Yeah, good play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, it's Walker. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hit.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Second down and a run by Robinson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Returnable for Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock. For Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And able to work his way down to the 16. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
Let's go now.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown! Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not going well. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Check mash, check mash.
It's 2nd and inches.
Go check, go
At the
check.
29-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ready.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Back to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. This is caught. It's gone.
end zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll run with Robinson.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down, goal to go. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here in this half. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Again, it's Robinson.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. A Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Seahawks, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.